A riff I made up. Howdy folks, Bluesboyjag here with yet another 3-string cigar box guitar lesson. I was sitting wasting time with my guitar in my hands and that's what popped out. So I thought I'd do a little lesson on that. I don't even know what you call it. I don't even know what key it's in. I'm going to figure out the chords and I'll add that part a little bit later. So this is an open G cigar box guitar, 3 strings. That's an A string tuned down to G. Normal 5th string would be A. In this case, we're tuning that down to G. The D string, or 4th string, from a regular guitar is tuned normal to D. So it's a low G and an A, and then your 3rd string from a regular 6-string guitar, which would be G. This has sort of become the default tuning for the cigar box guitar because you can play so many different songs and so many keys and so many chords and so many. Okay, so one more time. 5th string down to G from a regular 6-string guitar. 4th string from a regular guitar tuned normal to D. And the 3rd string from a regular guitar tuned to G. G, D, and G. All right, this one has some pretty cool 2-finger chords. And I'm using my 1st finger on the 1st string, and what is that? 7th fret. I don't even know what chord this is. I'll go back and figure that out later. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here is, 1st finger is going to be on the 1st string 7th fret, and my 2nd finger is on the 2nd string 8th fret. Sounds like a minor chord of some variety to me. Then we're going to use the pinky on the 10th fret, and we're going to take it back off again. So we're going to toggle the pinky on that 1st string. So here's the rhythm. That 2nd chord is 1st finger on 1, 5. And then your 2nd finger is going to be on 2, 7. You're playing all 3 strings. So if you notice close, the 1st chord, the 1st finger and the 2nd finger, they're right next to each other as far as the frets. 1st finger is going to be on the 7th fret, 2nd finger is on the 8th. Then I'm using my pinky. I'm not using my 3rd finger at all. Looks like it, but I'm not. So we're starting out with just the 1st finger and the 2nd finger. And right there I'm adding the pinky. And that's on the 10th fret, 1st string. There, I'm moving the 1st finger down 1 fret, and I'm moving the 2nd finger down 1 fret from that 1st chord. So 1st chord's right here. 1st finger is going to be on the 7th fret, and again, the 2nd finger is on the 8th on the 2nd string. The 3rd string is open. I'm just adding my pinky on the 10th fret and taking it right back off. So the down strum has all those 3 fingers, but the up strum, I'm taking the pinky back off. Now we move down to the 2nd chord. First finger is on the second string 7th fret, second finger is on the second string 8th fret. So here's the first chord, and then second chord. So it's a little bit tricky, but it's slow. So that's the good news, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the whole song. So back to this part. First finger is on the first string, 3rd fret. Third finger is on the second string, 5th fret. And the third string is open. And that lick is a really simple hammer-on. I'm hammering the second string. So I'm picking it and hammering it. That's what they call a hammer-on. And I'm doing an up pick on that first string, and then a down pick on the big string. It just keeps repeating that same chord progression back and forth. So the trick here is you want to have a very feather light strum. I'm using an extra super light pick. Otherwise, I get too much volume, in my opinion, and it just doesn't sound as good. So this is a very, very, very thin. I can bend this pick super easy. In fact, it has the millimeter on here, which is 0.8. So that's what I like. You can use whatever pick you want, but I want this to be very, very subdued and mellow. Now the strum patterns are a little tricky here, so let me go back to the top here. Notice how I'm faking a down and coming back and hitting the strings on the up. What the heck does that mean? I'm just skipping a downstroke. That was a up strum and a fake down. That means I'm not hitting the strings. So up strum, fake down. So let me show you that second part. I'm going to go ahead and do both parts, but we're really going to be looking at that second part. So I'm just going to start from the beginning. Did you hear that open chord, the open G? I'll show you. Right there. One thing I recommend is starting out slow on any song. I don't care how slow the song is, slow it down more. So I like to do a slow song, and if I do the slow song and play different strum patterns faster, it sort of gives it a little bit more oomph. I don't know, makes it sound cooler. Notice how I also did this. Don't forget this open chord. That's a G. Notice how I'm doing an up strum on that first chord. That's a G. That's the whole thing. So start out slow, make sure you get those up strokes and down strokes just right. Make sure you skip the strings. Keep your hand moving though, that's important. So if you start with a downstroke and you're doing a down, up, some of those chord strums are on the up and some of them are on the down. Now you don't have to do it exactly like I do it, obviously. You can make it your own and change it up all you want. But the idea here is to skip some of the upstrokes, and also you're skipping certain downstrokes. And at first it looks like that's pretty random. That's not making a whole lot of sense. I don't know where to skip the up and where to skip the down and where to actually strum the down and when to actually strum the up and do. Well, like I said, as long as you're changing the chords on the right beat, it really doesn't matter. It's up to you, right? And you can make it your own and change it all you want. I don't have this song copywritten, so hey, whatever. Mess around with it, have fun with that. Be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.